here we are, and on this video, I will analyze the absolutely beautiful handling model for F124. Let's see. Variante Tamburello. Let's get this out of the way. The car turns in, right? Way too aggressively. Like, Alex Gillen here turns the wheel. Ridiculous. Like, what? The car is just turning in at 1,000,000,000,000 degrees. It just darts around, the front end as sharp as a fucking needle, and then it slides, understeering off, and then it can take that curb no problem. Like, what? I'm sorry? Like, did these idiots fail physics already? Well, I'm barely passing physics, and these guys, well, they don't know how proper game physics are, that's for sure. Anyway, Variante Villeneuve, the same fucking thing. Look at it. Turning in. Absolutely insane amount of turn-in. And then for the second part, it stabilizes for a split second, and then just turns in as if the car's on crack. Like, look at this again. Let's look at this again. 0.25x. The car just turns in like it's on crack cocaine. What? I know Max Verstappen was involved in the development of this game, but surely, like, even he would find this too much. Like, surely, even someone like him. He loves oversteer, right? He loves the car that bites into the corner, but this bites way too much. Curvatosa, see it again? Absolutely ridiculous. Full steering lock. Insane turning for a split second. Normal sense is resumed for about 2 milliseconds. And then rotation. La curva piratella. Now, let's see. The car just turns in, understeers on exit, understeers right in the middle of the corner, and again the same bullshit. Look at it, 50 meters, braking. It turns in very aggressively and then just understeers. Like, this has to be scripted. Like, there's no way this is not scripted, because there's no way a modern Formula 1 car, which weighs 800 kilograms at the best of times, 850 if we count with fuel in a practice session, I don't care if it's off tires or not, you can't have a car that just turns like that. A che minerali? Let's see. For the first part, turn in is okay. And then the second part, just absolutely through the roof. Like, what? Did they just not give a shit? Or did every single person who made the car physics get a 0 in their physics lessons? Or they just didn't give a shit? Because a kindergartner could make a better handling model than this at the minute. Like, let's see again. A che minerali, turns it for the right. The car just turns in, no problem. But it can take those curbs. Like, what? The car can take those curbs, and shout out to the lack of a gravel trap there. By the way, complete shout out. Let's go again, Variante Alta this time. And we see the horrors of Codemaster's incompetence at it. Absolutely beautiful turning at the start, and then just the car just stops turning in. Like, look at this. It stops turning in, right? It turns in instantly, and then it can ride that curb, and it can also ride the one on the left, like it's some sort of monster truck. Like, only they can ride those. We see it again. Turn-in is absolutely on point. The front end very sharp, but then, same for the left-hander, but there's insane traction. Like, a general, like, consensus of car setup is if you have a sharp front end, you don't get, like, a lot of traction because the rear is unstable a lot of the time. Arrivata 1, arrivata 2, the last 2 corners of the lap. Again, braking. The car turns in like it's on crack again. It just turns in at a ridiculous angle. Like, look at this. Dropping it into third gear, about 90 degrees of lock, and then just instant turning, and then in a split second, that just converts to understeer. You can literally see it. Like, the initial turn-in is so aggressive. And then it just converts to understeer the instant he's on the brakes. Or, I mean, not on the brakes, but the moment he, like... Let's play that again. Like, at the most random time, the moment he presses the throttle, the car just stops. I don't know, is the throttle not a balancing act on this game? And then, last corner again. We see turn-in of insane quality, and then that's it. The front end just sleeps. And then that's where you get your traction. I really don't know what to say about this game. Like, yeah, I'm a league racer. I love 23, but this is just looking like a complete disaster of a game at this rate. Like, there's no way they should get away by releasing a game where the car physics are completely wrong compared to what they should be. You can have a sharp front end all you want. Verstappen drives with it in real life. Leclerc drives with oversteer. And some others like Hamilton, Alonso. Even a couple of other drivers like Ricciardo and Vettel at the time drive with a little bit of oversteer. But you can't have a game where the balance of the car is so completely out of sight and out of touch with reality, right? Real life, they have understeer everywhere, and the best way, and there are multiple styles, but on this game, it's just throwing the car in with a ridiculous amount of steering. It looked like Fernando Alonso in 2005, and then just hoping it, and then, because that'll scrabble so much speed, it sticks. That's a tactic that was prevalent in fucking F1 2011 for the 3DS and the PS Vita. And it should have stayed there. But no, this year, with a new dynamic handling they're going to give to us, we're going to get F1 2011 physics. What a disaster, Cold Master. Go fuck yourself, Lee, mate. A piece of shit.